Welcome to Grassroots Analytics Insider. Today we're talking to David, who just took over our Quiller product, which Grassroots Analytics recently acquired. So David, thanks for coming on. We're so excited to talk to you.
Thanks for having me.
Yay. Okay, can you introduce yourself and talk about how you got to Grassroots?
Absolutely. Well, I'm David. I'm a senior digital strategist here at Grassroots Analytics. I've spent a number of years fundraising for progressive organizations. My background is largely in digital fundraising, and I've done that for nationwide PACs and competitive statewide campaigns, all the way down to bootstrapped local campaigns, which have a special place in my heart. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
the bread and butter of Grassroots.
absolutely where the rubber really hits the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a really exciting journey to sort of see the challenges and opportunities that organizations of all those different sizes and scale face.
Right.
But that's sort of how I arrived at Grassroots, was that digital fundraising background. And it's been a really exciting journey here. I've been mostly focused on helping organizations with their donor acquisition strategy here. And now I'm really excited about this new opportunity to take on this challenge to help these organizations use Quiller to adopt new AI strategies into their fundraising practices.
Amazing. Okay, can you take a step back and tell us a little bit about what digital fundraising is?
Absolutely. Well, digital fundraising is really an important tool in the toolkit of progressive campaigns and organizations.
Gotcha.
So historically, leaders have fundraised for their campaigns and causes by talking to a group of donors and supporters who are wealthy enough to be able to write them really large checks.
Right. So like in person and like call time type of things.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Digital fundraising is very new and really changed how that works.
Right.
So it doesn't wholly replace, but it does augment that reality. And in doing so, it provides a lot of new avenues for people to engage with the political process and run for office.
Gotcha. So, okay, give us some examples of digital fundraising.
Absolutely. So it consists of a lot of different channels.
Right.
So you have email fundraising, you have text fundraising.
Gotcha.
And then also digital ads are a common channel there as well. And this is really where you see the huge new wave of small dollar fundraising that has really changed politics within the last few decades.
Yeah. So this is kind of into like something like Bernie Sanders' $27 average gift that is built by digital fundraising.
Absolutely, and it allows these leaders and these candidates to connect with people at a much larger scale than these one-on-one events would otherwise allow them to.
Gotcha. Okay, great. That's so important. So as someone who has been a digital fundraiser for a while, what do you think the most important parts about digital fundraising are?
Well, the most important part is about being able to tell your story effectively.
Gotcha.
Donors and supporters are watching the news and they're seeing all sorts of things happening. And you need to be able to communicate to them why your campaign, why your cause really matters. And the way you do that is by connecting with them.
Right.
And so it's really important to be able to communicate to them how their contribution and how their support will really make a difference. And digital fundraising allows you to do that at scale.
Gotcha. So it's really about a call to action.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. So can you tell us about Quiller? What is it?
Absolutely. Well, Quiller is the first generative AI content platform designed specifically to help progressive nonprofits and campaigns create high impact, effective, and personalized fundraising content.
Very cool. Okay. So in terms of content that it produces, can you give us like a list of things that Quiller can spit out?
Absolutely. So it is very effective at all the main digital fundraising channels, from email to text messaging to even digital ads. And we're very excited that it's even grown beyond that. We've heard feedback from folks that they want to be able to use this copy generating platform for even more channels. And so it's expanded to include op-eds and direct mail,
Wow.
and really everything under the sun now.
Gotcha. That's so important to take user feedback. And amazing to be able to act on it. Um, okay. So in your words, how does Quiller work?
Well, to start, you would help it build a style guide that matches your campaign or cause. And so you do this very directly by telling it what it is you want to hear.
Gotcha.
You also feed it high performing content that
Sure.
you've already seen so it can start to adopt your style of communication. And from there, you give it prompts, whether it's something evergreen, I'd like an end of month fundraising email, or something more
Right.
specific about like if a news story were to pop off and now you want
Sure.
some content based around that, you can feed it that as well
Gotcha.
via prompt.
Gotcha. Okay, great.
On the back end, it's very simply just a large language model that's
Sure.
been trained on progressive digital fundraising content.
Right. That makes so much sense. So how does Quiller give people on the left an advantage?
Well, historically, the left has always had an advantage with small dollar fundraising.
Gotcha.
We've always been the party of working people, and you can really see that in how our campaigns get the resources that they need to win.
Right.
And so, any tool that helps us amplify our small dollar fundraising advantage is really important for us to take advantage of. Unfortunately, the reality is that Democrats have been lagging a bit behind in that
Mm,
adoption. There was
gotcha.
a really important study from the American Association of Political Consultants,
Right.
and it was surveying all sorts of campaign staffers and consultants from both sides of the aisle about their campaign usage. And which side would you guess has been using AI a lot more than the other?
I would guess Republicans, unfortunately.
Nearly half of Republican political consultants are using AI every day,
Gotcha.
but only about a quarter of Democrats are. And so, we're falling behind on usage of a tool that really
Right.
leans into our strengths
Gotcha.
at a time when we really can't be leaving any tools in our tool set there, any arrows in the quiver.
Yeah.
One of the things we're excited about is being able to help spearhead the efforts to change that.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, so can you tell us a little bit about why Quiller is the answer to this problem and this lack of uptake by Democrats? And like, I'm sure part of that answer is going to be about responsible AI. And what does that mean?
Absolutely. Well, at the heart of it, Quiller is a tool that is built by progressive campaigners for progressive campaigners. So,
Absolutely.
the challenges in finding AI tools that are built to work for us,
Right.
not a Silicon Valley billionaire.
Absolutely.
And so, what you can trust with Quiller is that you own your data. It is not like a lot of other tools on the market in that way that are using you as both a customer and also a tool to train their products off of.
Hmm.
You always own your data with Quiller. Quiller does not train itself based on the copy that you feed into it, so that information always stays secure and within your organization.
Gotcha.
And it adheres to the latest of cybersecurity and privacy standards to ensure that remains the case.
Wow, that's a huge advantage and a great way to solve a problem that Democrats and progressives were lagging behind. And so now we have an answer. I'm so excited about that. So as a digital fundraiser using a AI tool for writing and content production, do you think that Quiller or any other AI tool is taking digital fundraisers' jobs?
Not if it's used right.
Okay, great.
We always emphasize what we're calling a human in the loop
Gotcha.
method. I personally like to think of it as a human accelerator.
Mm,
Being a digital fundraiser myself, I know that one of the biggest challenges you have is the scale that you have to keep up with.
right.
And so, what this really allows you to do is more effectively serve a variety of the folks who are depending on you for
Right.
that high performing content. Or if you're embedded within a single organization, it
Yeah.
also allows you to do volume. But one of the things that we're really excited about is we hear from a lot of folks that it also allows them to do a lot more testing. So
Gotcha.
I know one thing that, my fundraising teams are always falling behind on is, oh, I would love to be testing this line versus that line. I would love to be testing this link versus that link, this photo
Mm-hmm.
versus that photo. And it's very hard when every one of those tests involves, a whole new draft or sometimes multiple new drafts
Right.
when you're just trying to keep up with the workflow as is.
Yeah.
So one of the things I've been most excited about hearing from our clients is how much more testing this has allowed them to do by, for example, feeding Quiller some content and then saying, I would like to A/B test this version versus that version. That allows you to really hone in on
Gotcha.
what really works for the voice of your organization. So, it really, if used effectively, should simply allow you to scale
Right.
the folks that you do have. And what we've heard a lot from our partners over the years is there's really a lot of pent up demand
Mm-hmm.
for better and more digital fundraising. I mentioned that I've done a lot of work with very bootstrap local campaigns and
Absolutely. Yeah.
next door in Virginia and in my home state of California.
Mm-hmm.
And something that you run into a lot is that there are these incredible candidates who are running at the local level with very compelling stories
Right.
that Democrats in their community and heck, sometimes even across the state or even across the country
Yeah.
would love to be able to support. But these candidates or these local nonprofits don't have the resources to be able to run a digital fundraising
Right.
program.
Yeah.
And so tools like this help those folks who are currently underserved utilize the staff they currently have much more effectively in order
Right.
to actually start those digital fundraising programs.
Gotcha. I love that answer. It's really about empowering people and not replacing people.
Absolutely.
And I love that it's a tool built for down ballot campaigns. It's not really, it is potentially most powerful at the local level. And that's something that is so important.
I think it really it helps unlock scale in a
Yeah.
way that campaigns of all sizes and organizations of all sizes have really gotten a lot of great use out of. For those local campaigns, to your point,
Yeah.
there is such a great leap forward with the ability to have a digital fundraising program at all.
Right.
That's a huge leap forward for them
Yeah.
and allows them to connect with their supporters in a much more effective way. And for larger organizations, it allows them to do a lot more with the resources they have, like that testing,
Right.
more in-depth segmentation. Now they can produce more copy for the different audiences they have that care about different issues.
Right.
And so it's really helped organizations access digital fundraising and use it more effectively, which has always been part of Grassroots' mission, is to lower the
Absolutely.
barriers to participation.
Sure. Yeah. That's so great. Okay. So it sounds a little backwards that an AI tool would actually help you connect with people. So how does that work?
Sure. And that is one of the most common complaints you get with digital fundraising is that it doesn't feel personal.
Gotcha.
It feels very impersonal.
Right. Kind of like painting with a broad brush, just one approach to see what works.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And as a digital fundraiser, I know one of the biggest barriers to creating that more personalized content that supporters want is the time and capacity to produce it.
Right. Because you would have to write a separate message for all these different types of supporters.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Quiller should really help lower that barrier. And we have a lot of tools set up to make that process very frictionless. So
Gotcha.
just for example, the style guide, you can put in the different teams or individuals that you might want the email to come from.
Right.
And you
Okay.
can test those against each other.
Very cool.
You can also put in the biography of your candidate or the history of your organization.
Right.
As well as, like we talked about, the top performing content that you've seen already.
Gotcha.
So that it can really adopt your style, make it much more personal to your organization. But then within that, also start to target those different segments, allow for a lot more testing,
Right.
and allow for a higher volume of content that makes you able to hone in on those folks that you want to be talking to in a slightly different voice or slightly different manner.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it should help make the whole process much more conversational.
That's so interesting. And I really do see how it is more, in a way, it becomes more personal with this AI tool. Okay, so the political fundraising space is very tool heavy. There's a lot of tools in the toolbox, like you might have mentioned. And why is Quiller one of the most important tools that a digital fundraiser or any fundraiser can use?
Well, it really attacks the heart of one of the main challenges that digital fundraisers face, which is the ability to scale their capacity.
Right,
Uh,
right. Okay.
and it gets you a much higher ROI in doing so. And
Mm,
that at the end of the day, digital fundraising is about ensuring that your teams and organizations have the resources they need to compete effectively and advocate
right,
effectively.
right.
And Quiller is really an essential part. We're finding with the teams that use it, it very quickly becomes an essential part of how they do that. It is a very tool heavy space though.
Yeah, yeah.
So we did build it to try to account for that, and it does integrate already with a lot of the tools that you likely already use. Uh,
Amazing.
and
Seamless.
exactly, and for those that we haven't directly integrated with yet, there's a Chrome plugin, so it
Oh,
really
wow.
it travels with you.
Gotcha. Okay, great. So you are, yes, adding another tool, but trying to make it as easy to adopt as possible so that campaigns and organizations can find the scale in their content production.
Exactly, it's a very seamless experience, regardless of which platforms you're currently using.
Amazing. Um, so how does someone get onboarded with Quiller?
Well, they should go to quiller.ai
Ooh.
and request a demo, and we can walk you through it and talk about the challenges that it might be able to help you solve.
Amazing. Okay, great. And so when someone books a demo, they're talking to you, right?
It's a direct line to
Direct
me.
contact. Okay, great. Um, what are you personally, now that you're kind of at the helm of Quiller here, while it's under the Grassroots umbrella, what are you most excited about for the future with this tool?
Well, the thing that's always been most fun at Grassroots Analytics is the ability to help lower the barrier for political participation,
Right.
and the really direct focus that this firm has worked really hard to maintain on delivering strong client value.
Gotcha.
And so, what that means for Quiller is that there are a lot of organizations that are gearing up for 2026 right now
Sure.
that are evaluating whether they're going to be able to run really effective digital fundraising programs.
Mm-hmm.
And we're finding that we are able to help a lot more organizations than historically have been access those grassroots supporters. And so, especially during such a historically important time,
Yeah.
it's really rewarding to be able to help those folks who wouldn't necessarily be able to run highly effective digital fundraising programs do
Right.
so. And then it's been really exciting to partner with folks who we've been working with for a long time
Yeah.
on their donor acquisition strategy, rethink how they can run very effective, cost efficient, high ROI internal resolicit programs. And so helping those folks that we've been working with for a long time start to adopt these cutting edge AI tools, and also
Mm-hmm.
also working with them over the long term, such that
Right.
these are trusted partners that we've
Yeah.
been working with for a long time. So being able to hear that feedback from them of oh, I'd really love to see this, this would really help my teams be more effective,
Yeah.
is really exciting, and it's how we arrive at really fun new ideas like the press release
Yeah.
generator that folks seem to really
Wow.
love.
Man, I just feel like I just heard you describe innovation at work, and it was like I was smiling. It was really exciting.
It's a very fun process.
Yeah. Okay, who's this?
This is our friend Quilly. He is sort of our mascot for the tool here. And you'll see him when you log into quiller.ai, and he's sort of your friend to help introduce you to
Yeah.
AI for political fundraising.
For anyone who is here in the late 90s or early 2000s, very clippy vibes from Microsoft Office.
I see that. I see that.
Okay, so on GA Insider, we tend to talk a bit about the grassroots analytics pillars. So do you think the Quiller acquisition and now our offering of this really important tool falls under one of those pillars?
I sure do. One of our pillars here at GA is about helping those candidates for city halls, state houses, and folks up and down the ballot have an
Gotcha.
impact. And one of the things I'm really excited about here is how tools like this will help digital fundraisers like myself be able to work with and support candidates at every level, from those nationwide causes that we all believe in,
Right.
to those local officials who are going to become the household names and the progressive champions that we'll all be talking about a few years from now, and who are
Yeah.
already creating that change at the local level.
Amazing. That sounds so important. And I'm so thrilled that that is one of Grassroots pillars. All politics are local, as they say. So
Exactly.
amazing work. So David, do you have anything else to add about Quiller and how amazing this tool is?
Absolutely. Well, it's been really fun training the whole Grassroots family here
Yeah.
on how to become AI experts and use these tools effectively. It's been really fun having them sort of be able to go out there and then assist our partners in starting to train on these tools and use them and
Gotcha. Wow.
integrate them into their workflows. And
Yeah.
so I've really enjoyed hearing the conversations that have already happened with our clients,
Right.
and the exciting ways that they're already starting to be able to get a lot of value out of them. So if you haven't already spoken to your fundraising strategist about how this tool might be able to help solve problems for your organization, I really encourage you to shoot them an email and set up a call and see if this might be something that can help solve some problems for you.
Amazing. That is such a great call to action for people who might be ready to start with Quiller and
Absolutely.
Quilly.
We're excited to hear from you.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.